success is not final, and so is failing. The one that's important is continuing what you're doing or your passion in order for you to reach your success, the real success.
Okay, welcome everybody to this edition of Uplift, and today I have someone very special with us, and her name is Lyka, and she is one of the youngest person I have ever interviewed on a podcast. Normally people I'm interviewing is well in their 40s and in 50s and even beyond, and they're talking about what they have already done in life. What I found this person to be so special about is that she is so young and youthful, but yet she's already achieved so much in her life at such an early age. So I want to welcome Lyka for being on our show today. Thank you, Lyka.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you, Paul.
So first of all, let's start off. How old are you?
I'm 15.
15.
Yes.
She's 1-5, not 5-0, right? But 1-5. And what school do you go to?
I'm from Sorsogon National High School, Paul.
Sorsogon National High School. And when I was notified about Lyka, what made her really stand out was not only her dreams and visions, which she is pursuing, but she is also a gold champion medalist for Taekwondo. 15 years old, and in her is that the age range and the weight class? Is that how it works?
It depends on your category po. It depends on your weight po. In high school, it depends on your weight, but in elementary, it depends on your height, whether who you want to be, who is your opponent po.
Right. So not only is she a gold medal winner, medalist, right, in Taekwondo, but she is also very smart. From what I have heard, she's a scholar. She is a Taekwondo expert, and she's also very, very pretty.
Thank you.
I think you were trying out for the Miss Beagle USA, is that right, or something like that? Miss Beagle something, right?
Yes. But I'm not really into pageants, po. I'm more on a sporty person.
Oh, really? The
yes.
Sporty person?
Yes.
Okay, so she's more of a sportier person than she is a pageant kind of person, right? Yes. So you rely not only on your beauty, but also on your experience, on your drive, okay, and onto your intellect. Right, so this is going to teach any of those young boys out there who want to date her, better watch out, because she could probably beat you up, all right? I think that's her message, okay? Not only could she outwork you, but she'll also outlift you, right? So tell us, it takes a lot for someone your age to be as busy as you are. In fact, when I was trying to get you scheduled to be on this podcast, there were always a lot of conflicts. She actually said, I'm not so sure if I could fit you in this time frame. And I said, are you serious? It's like, it's in the middle of summer here on your break, and how could you, be concerned about scheduling?
Yes,
right?
In fact po, later at 4 I will be heading to the Sorsogon Provincial Gymnasium because I'm going to attend the A1 Youth po. It's held for 2 years, every Friday, Saturday until Sunday po.
Incredibly busy for a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
I think when I was 15 years old, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for the day. But yet it's like you have your whole time book solid. So tell us everything about you.
First off, I'm a student journalist from Sorsogon National High School, and I'm also part of the Sorsogon team for Taekwondo, and I also a president of the A1 Youth Scholarship under Governor Buboy Amor under the 7K program.
Wow. What's your GPA?
GPA 9.
Are you Are you going to be a cum laude when you graduate? Is that?
What is it again?
Is it cum laude?
Ay, cum laude. Siguro po.
Yeah?
I was
You are.
hoping po.
Oh, you're going to be probably one of them, right? What grade are you in?
Incoming grade 10 po.
Okay, grade 10. And grade 10, and she already seemed like you already planned out your whole life in some respects, right?
Yes po. Pero my parents are actually telling me to slow down and choose only one path po in order for me to manage my time and in order for me to relax and rest po. Pero I told them I want to try everything and take an adventure so that I can choose the right passion or path for me po.
Yeah. So I'm glad, first of all, you love your parents, right?
Yes po.
But when they told you to slow down, your thought was, I just want to speed up.
Yes po. But as time passed by, I have realized that I need to follow their advice because in fact I'm a little bit tired po. But yes, they're right because just like what happened right now, I stopped training for Taekwondo because I need to catch up with my classmates in A1 youth because we are advised to attend the whole session for 2 years with no absences except for its what do you call this, reasonable excuse po. That's why we need to attend every session in A1 youth.
All I could say is that you have this abundant amount of energy that I wish I could bottle. I could make a lot of money and that's an energy drink. But at the same time, being your age, you have that abundance of energy.
Yes,
right?
po.
I know that as soon as you graduate and you're in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s, especially when you're 50s, you're going to try to slow down. And you're trying to slow down because your body can't keep up with it.
Yes.
So at your age, if you need to speed up, speed up. There's just one thing that I have two young ladies also with us in some previous podcasts. One is Chelsea Yu and the other one is Sam Marchand. Two amazing young women pursuing all their passion at such a young age. And one of the things that they have said is try everything out.
Yes.
And see what it is that you really love and are passionate in, right? And it seems like that's what you're doing now, right?
Yes. At my age, I really want to try everything and try new things and explore everything I can be so that I can really choose what my passion is or what is for me talaga.
Yeah, yeah. So this is one thing that's really interesting because everybody I have spoken with, most of them, if not all of them, already are pursuing a passion. And it seems like for you, you have some passions, but you're also seeing if you have more. And I think that's such an amazing time at your age, right? So if all of you young folks are listening in right now and you have not found a passion, do what she does and experiment and try it all, right?
Yes.
So when you graduate or when you go to college, what courses are you looking into trying?
I want to do medicine po.
Okay, so you want to be a doctor.
Yes, I want to be a doctor in the future.
Wow. And how is that going to fit in with your Taekwondo?
At the same time, I want to be a professional athlete, and in fact, I want to represent Philippines in the future for international competition.
Oh, like
Yes.
in the Olympics.
Yes po. I really wanted to represent our country for
I think that is going to be amazing. In
Yes.
fact, what I've been hearing and just watching in the news right now, so many young Filipinos are actually winning medals in Olympic and in international competition.
Yes po.
Right?
And I was inspired by them po.
Really? Who inspires you?
Hmm.
Dylan Perez?
No, I really don't know someone po talaga when
Yeah.
it comes to Taekwondo, but the one who inspires me was actually my sister because she's also a Taekwondo player.
Oh, okay. Lyla.
Yes.
Well, actually, in fact, Lyla works for me. So, you know what? I've always been impressed with Lyla. And so when she said that, yeah, you know who could be really good on a podcast? It's my youngest sister, Lyka.
Yes, we
Right?
also do films po. We're also directors for short films po. Yes.
That's very good. You know, I love that. I'm definitely gonna be talking with Lyla about that. You know, we're gonna do some short films together. But you just have a bundle of energy. I mean, so let me see. You like Taekwondo. You like journalism.
Yes po.
Right. You want to be a teacher. Right. You're part of the A1 youth group. Right. Just a lot of different things that you're doing. Right. And I could understand why your parents would say, you know what, slow down, pick and choose, right?
Yes po.
But I'm not a parent, you know. I am a life coach, and I would just say, speed up, try everything out,
Yes.
right? Because when you're in your 20s and 30s, and you know, that's when you can slow down a little, right? But at this age, yeah, definitely try everything out. But I do see you becoming a doctor one day, as well as an international Taekwondo champion. That's something that is really inspires you.
Yes po.
Yeah? Why is that?
Because let's say for example, I'm a Taekwondo player and my peer or my classmate got injured, I can cure them po.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and so if you also have a patient that comes in and they have a tummy ache, you could solve their problems,
Yes
right?
po.
And you could give them a karate chop, you know, if they don't pay.
Yeah.
Right? So you don't have any time for any extracurricular activities like boyfriends.
I'm not interested.
Well, that's good. I'm sure that's something your parents are definitely happy to know.
Yes po.
Right? Focus on your studies and focus on yourself, focus on your dreams. Don't focus on boys.
Yes.
Right?
Definitely.
I love that. So, is there anything that's about you that you feel pushes you to exceed?
As what I said earlier, I'm a Taekwondo player, and what pushes me is my experience when I was in 5th grade po. I was supposed to be representing our province po for the Bicol meet in the year 2018, but I'm the only elementary representative, but so that's why I was mixed with the high school representatives. We only had one training po. I don't have a separate training po, and that's why I had a hard time coping up with them. Because it was really hard for me since I was the youngest one there. I had a surgery because of the appendicitis po, and that's why I didn't have the chance to join my teammates to join the Bicol meet po. And then I stopped training for a year because that's what my doctor advised me to do. However, she allowed me to train for minimal only, but the year after that, I continued my training at home, and then I continued training with my classmates now at the Rose of Iron po.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when did you win the gold medal champion?
Year 2022, I won the gold medal po at the
that was
regional.
just last year.
Yes po, regional Taekwondo competition po.
There's no going back.
Wow. I wish you brought that medal with you. I would love to see it. You know? And to be able though to train for the Olympics, into an international competition, training has to almost be your life. You know, it's like waking up early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then training for a number of hours, right? And how do you fit that in with your school? Is that, are you familiar with all the what that's going to entail in terms of work and time?
In fact po, I've trained since grade 4, and I started my rigid training po last year po because we only have online classes po. That's why I think it's we haven't enough time to practice po at the Rose of Iron during Saturdays and Sundays. That's why I still have to travel from Bacon to Sorsogon to train with my classmates. But it doesn't, it's not a reason for me to stop my training po. Yes.
So no matter what life throws at you, whether it's your parents trying to tell you to slow down or the distance, you're always still training.
Yes po.
Right?
Even at home po, I train because I want to continue po. Even though I'm busy in the mornings, I work out at night.
Right.
Yes.
So every day you do training in one way or
yes,
another.
po, as much as possible.
Yeah. How many hours a day do you train?
Sometimes I only train for 30 to 1 hour po.
Yeah. If you're gonna fight at the Olympics, you're gonna have to double that.
Yes.
Right. Well, I have to say that that level of dream is it's not unheard of, but you know, not a lot of people have that dream. You know,
Yes.
like in your dojo. Do you have any other students who are interested, you know, to participate in that kind of level?
Yes, recently po, one of my classmates po, was the one to represent the Bicol meet, the Bicol to represent to the national competition for Taekwondo, Palarong Pambansa. And currently he's in Marikina City po to represent our region for the Palarong Pambansa.
So he wants to partake in the international scene as well.
Yes po.
Wow. And you're going to be a doctor or journalist.
I want to be a doctor.
You want to be a doctor before you're a journalist?
Yes.
Are you a pretty good writer?
I would say quite, because I started journalism when I was in 6th grade po.
Yeah.
And then I was not really into writing. However, when I was in 6th grade, our campus journalism advisor went to our classroom, and then she called our classmates who are part of the journalism club, but to orient them for the upcoming competition, which is Division Schools Press Conference. And then at that time, they told us that they do not have a representative for one category, which is editorial writing.
Right.
And then they suddenly told me what if Lyka would represent our school for that category. And then, but we only have 3 days, and those classmates already trained for months for that competition, and I only have less than a week to train. And then they told me, just go and write something. And there's this coach that told me to write something about a certain topic, and then she told me, it's okay, it's good, then go for it. And then I won first place for the Division Schools Press Conference, and I am the only grade 6 that won the competition po.
Wow.
And I was to represent the division for the Bicol Regional Schools Press Conference. And then I also won 2nd place there, and I was given a chance to represent our region for the National Schools Press Conference po.
You're just amazing young woman.
Thank you po.
I can see that you're very smart and very competitive. Is there something or someone actually who you're inspired by? Who inspires you the most?
My mom po, because
Really?
she
Why?
can do anything po. she can take care of us at the same time work and then provide for us.
Wow.
She's a super mom.
She's a super mom.
Yes.
She could be able to do everything.
She can do everything.
I like that. I met your mom. She's a very nice woman.
Yes.
All right. And then, so let's say this. You're in front of your class and you're a cum laude, right? And what message would you get to help them also achieve their personal best?
I would say success is not final, and so is failing. The one that's important is continuing what you're doing for, or your passion, in order for you to reach your success, the real success.
Wow. That's really powerful for a 15-year-old young woman, and who I see is going to go far and wide in the future. You know, a doctor or a journalist, and as well as international gold medal winning Taekwondo expert, right? I think if you keep that in mind, know exactly who you are, focus on your strengths, you're going to go places. And most importantly, be patient and be persistent, right? Never give up. And I don't think you'd have that problem, especially that you have your experience, okay, in competition, but you also have a support system like your mom and your sister behind you, backing you up all the way. So I have no doubt in my mind, and I know a lot of people out there who's also thinking that this amazing young woman is going to do some amazing things in the future. And I want to thank you for being on this podcast.
Thank you.
You know, and sharing some of your insights and what you have learned from your past experience. All right, so thank you again, and thank you for watching in. And I hope you have found this to be extremely insightful as I have. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.